What's up, everybody? Welcome back. This is Forgo, and today I finished the epic quest for Thena, and I got her to tier 3. And I gotta tell you guys, man, she's even more underwhelming at tier 3 than what I actually anticipated from my original tier 2 review of this character. Her survivability is absolute trash in World Boss Legend. I mean, she just takes way too much damage. She can die super easy because of the fact that she doesn't have a heal. Why in the world Netmarble would make such an expensive character a character? And I mean, granted, you do spend 4,400 crystals to get Makari. You do spend 4,400 crystals to get Gilgamesh, both of which are amazing characters in their own respect. They're absolutely insane. But still, the fact that the end result is getting Thena, and she's just so underwhelming. I mean, her damage is pretty decent, but without survivability, players just don't want to play with a character like this. And on mine's ranked 1,500, right? And I don't have a very good build on her at all. And that just goes to show you that a lot of people, they're not trying to finish the epic quest. They're not trying to get to Thena. My stats are pretty much maxed out. That crit rate's going to be maxed out for more skills. She does have a leadership tag, which we're not going to take advantage of. And honestly, White Fox would be a big benefit for her because she'd get an extra decreased damage received in White Fox's newest uniform. And also get that chain hand damage, but get that ignored dodge too, because that's another thing about this character that really sucks is, I mean, she does have mythic physical attack Urus, but she has no ignored dodge in her kit. Now, her tier 3 is where you really want to put this proc. In a regular world boss, her survivability is actually really good because she has a lot of form of CC. She has paralysis on her tier 3. She has paralysis on her 4. She has paralysis on her 3 in this uniform, right? She's got a lot of survivability in the uniform because you can actually fluctuate between using her paralysis on different skills. You can put the proc on the 5 one time, you can put the proc on the 3 another time, or you can put the proc on the 5, then do the 3 afterwards, and get your accumulation, because the accumulation does last for 10 seconds. So you could actually start out with the 4, 5, and then in the next rotation, you go 3, 4, 2, 5, and your accumulation will be up for the next go around after that. And so you can do that kind of thing if you want to really increase your survivability, but against Null and Mephisto, you can't do that. Your paralysis doesn't work. So the fact that she doesn't have a heal is pretty pitiful. It's actually quite horrendous that they didn't give this character anything. I mean, it's nice having this Pierce, and it's nice having the critical rate and critical damage, but honestly, man, I mean, look, I don't even have a fully awakened Power Angry Hawk set on her. Now, eventually, I might put one on her because I'm probably just going to use this character as a sub DPS character, but the fact that, I'm ranked 1,500, which isn't a high ranking, but it's not exactly a low ranking. I mean, I'm in rankings for some characters, at 30,000, 40,000 rank. And, if this character was stronger than what she is right now, and I do mean damage-wise and definitely her survivability-wise, I guarantee more people would have went for her. I guarantee more people would want to level her up, obviously, right? I don't have her artifact, and I do just still have this critical damage with 130% damage proc on her. I honestly am debating on whether or not I really want to give her a different obelisk. I don't have any CTPs of energy, maybe a reforged CTP of destruction, but I've seen what CTP of destruction can do when the reforged are actually quite powerful. And the sad thing is, I really don't want to put one on Thena because I don't think she's worth it. I don't think she's worth that obelisk. I mean, she's strong, she's got good power, but man, she just dies so easy. Like even at stage 9, for me, she can die in no time in the Toxic Meteorite against Null. That is pitiful. That is absolutely disgusting. And she does have a decreased damage received in her uniform, right? She got decreased basic damage received by 35%. She does get the extra chain hit damage, which actually gives her more damage, right? And she has the guard break immunity, which is nice. But seriously, man, if you don't switch this character, we'll just do stage 9, right? With 19% Pierce, stage 9, and having this leadership of 50% all attack, and then having Cersei for the 30% all attack, the increased damage to supervillains by 30%, and the decreased damage from supervillains by 30%. So right now, Athena's got a decreased damage from supervillains more or less at 65%, which is pretty high. And she's actually going to be getting a debuff from Cersei. Okay, and the thing is, because this character doesn't have any ignored dodge, we have to use 4 ignore dodge strikers. I mean, obviously, if you had White Fox and you had that 30% ignore dodge, you could get rid of one of these ignore dodge strikers. If you put Valkyrie on the team, then you get rid of one of the ignore dodge strikers. But a lot of characters these days have ignore dodge in their kits. you know, and a lot of the Awakened characters have ignored dodge and their Awakened skills. I just wish they would have gave her at least something, at least in her tier 3. And we are going to use a healer because, I mean, she can die quite easy. I mean, even having Cersei on the team with the decreased damage received, if she gets hit by that toxic meteorites, man, she can take a lot of damn damage. And remember, Null does have penetration. So you just want to go 3, 4, 2, 5 and put the proc on the 5. Right? And a lot of times, I mean, you can go 3, 4, 2, 5 and then hit the tier 3 in the second rotation. But I find a lot of times the tier 3, it won't enact quite fast enough. So I always like to hit the tier 3 on the third rotation. And I'll just go 3, 4, 2, 5 tier 3 on the third rotation. Just like that. And she does pretty damn good damage. Like, whenever the tier 3 hits, it's not too shabby, right? It's not too shabby at all. And she's pretty easy to keep the proc where it belongs. I mean, there's good things about Thena, but unfortunately, because of the lack of her survivability, not so great, right? We were going to try to avoid all these toxic meteorites. Okay. There we go. Perfect. Oh, I think we might have missed our proc there. And I've actually done this a little bit faster than what you're seeing right here. She's got a nice burst of damage right at the very beginning there. There we go. Perfect. Now, right now, we cleared that in 1 minute and 15 seconds, give or take, right? I've actually done this in about 1 minute. So I've had better runs. We missed a proc a second ago on that tier 3. But, I mean, and the only reason we're even surviving is because we have a heal. You can't use a healer later on. In these later stages against Null, you're not going to have a healer available because Venom's the biggest heal in the game. And then you have Groot, 2 male characters, right? So whenever you have an all-female stage, you get kind of screwed whenever it comes to that, right? And that's another reason why having heal would be so nice. She absolutely needs one, man, so bad. And there we did get the proc on the tier 3, which is nice. We're going to go ahead and switch to Cersei here. Okay, watch out, watch out, watch out. By the way, if I used my Cersei, she actually would do way more damage. But to be fair, she is built a lot better, right? But Cersei's damage is pretty through the roof, especially considering her cost. Unlike Thena, right? Cersei actually has a good heal. Thena doesn't have a heal at all. It's just crazy, man. You know, I don't understand why they set her up the way they did. You know, you would at least hope that she would be an ABX meta and maybe be better than Scarlet, but she isn't. She isn't even that. There we go. Now I'm probably going to die here. There we go. Gotta be real careful. We're just going to go ahead and switch to Thena. The good thing about Thena is she has a damage accumulation based on the damage you deal, right? That's something that's really nice about this character, is that, you know, you don't have to worry about taking damage, and that's pretty damn sweet. But really, I would expect more from this character. I really would expect her to have more damage, especially considering the amount of pierce that she has. And really just the fact that we're using another support here. I mean, stage 9 is not... I mean, this, honestly, guys, on my account, this is nothing. Stage 9 is nothing on my account. It's nothing. It's actually very, very easy. There we go. And get away, get away, get away. And look at the damage she took, right? If she would have a heal, that would have been, we could have easily cleared that, right? And that's the thing, you know, 3 minutes and 30 seconds, that's really too long. In all honesty, having a support, you know, the fact that we had to use all these ignore dodge strikers, it's just a real bummer. And yeah, you can change the ignore dodge striker thing. You can throw in some, you know, like I said, you could use White Fox in her new uniform. You could put Valkyrie in there to get a little extra ignore dodge. And that would absolutely help. I mean, obviously, if you use Thena's leadership and you had a White Fox and Valkyrie on the team, then you're going to have, you know, a total of 60% ignore dodge. And you're only going to need one ignore dodge striker. But Should you need that? Should you have to use something like that? No. I mean, that's really what needs to be done to this character. She really needs a little ignore dodge in her kit, and she needs a heal more than anything. I mean, if she just had a heal and a little bit more damage, if this attack buff here on this 5 was a little bit better, actually, what I would like to see is this damage accumulation be better than 0.6%. This should be 1% at least. At a minimum, it should be 1%, and she should have a damn good heal. We should have a heal, whether it's on the 3rd skill, the 5th skill, even on just on the tier 3. There should be a heal somewhere in this girl's kit, and I think it's an absolute travesty that the way they treated this character. I mean, it's a shame, you know, the end character in the epic quest, and she's going to be absolutely forgotten about, which sucks. But let me know how y'all feeling about Thena tier 3, and I do stream on Twitch at 9 p.m. GMT plus 7 time. The link is in the description below, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Y'all take care and have a good one. See ya.